tell you what, dipshit. You don't like my policies, you can just come on down here and smooch my big old white butt.
Ken Pettigrew, that is one angry American. His voice is a weapon. I am not going to mess with that guy.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Is it true what they say about the way you people are gifted? Oh, it's true. It's true. It's true.
Make sure you wear rubber, dude. Motorboat? You play the motorboat? You motorboat son of a bitch.
The sportos, the motorheads, geeks, sluts, bloods, wastoids, dweebies, dickheads, they all adore him. They think he's a righteous dude.
What's a David King?
Here's your host, Ken Pettigrew.
Yeah, everybody. How is the hammer hanging? Oh, my God, look at
What
there.
is that?
That would be me and my knuckleheadness.
That would be failed.
Failed.
That's why things in this country need to happen more and more and more. And if this is your first time to this show, I have to tell you, it's going to be an experience. That's what I tell everybody about it. But if this is your first time, there is only one reason. This has been like the greatest week in America for me today, everybody, because there is one reason why. And why that is, when this song is playing, we're celebrating, everybody. I'm not
That's
celebrating
Birthday, Ken?
No.
Oh, most definitely.
Not
Quinceañera?
No.
Bar mitzvah?
No.
Huh.
Not a Kwanzaa.
No?
I'm telling you, the best day in America, the best week in America was this week. That's right, everybody. Not only was there 2 executions on Wednesday, 2 on Tuesday, 2 for Tuesday.
Oh, Lord.
It was great. It was 1 on Wednesday and another one today, man. You gotta love that. We're going to have music therapy on today. Tonight, our great guest, Mike Ricucci. I can't wait to have him on from Terra Rising.
Yeah.
Coming to Terra Rising Records. But my therapy on this show is more than just this show, is that what Texas does to people. They have executed another man, convicted killer, Preston Hughes III, proclaimed as innocent as he was executed today for fatally stabbing a 3-year-old boy and a child teen cousin. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. Woo! That's right, everybody. Oh, man. I'm just saying. I can't believe. The sad thing is, I almost get enjoyment from this.
What do you mean almost?
Exactly. What do you mean
Excuse
almost,
me?
you freak?
You were like bouncing out of
You
your
do
seat
get
over there a
enjoyment.
few minutes ago.
And listen, man, I want to welcome everybody into the firing range, blowing it up already right here. Look at that.
Right.
Michelle and Michelle. We got a Phoenix, Michelle. We got Michelle we got a Michelle with 2 L's. We got a Michelle with 1 L. We got a Jennifer, a Mike, everybody else.
We got lots.
Look at everybody,
Shaw,
man.
we
I
got
can't go
Shaw.
down the list, but listen, tweet, tell a friend, tell a lover, at this show, without a doubt, everybody.
The Ken Pettigrew Show. It's only kinky the first time.
That's right, baby. You guys know what it's like.
Oh, we have a Bible thumper, it says.
Great. Listen,
that's great.
You guys want to call in? Look at who is in.
Call us and thump the
Someone
Bible.
has wool Speedos on. Man.
Ooh.
Schwab.
Itchy.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, you guys want to call in live? 773-3KP show. Something you want to get something off your chest? Please be my guest. Oh, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Did you like that? I should write lyrics in a band. What do you think?
Do it, Ken. You might be successful
What do you
at
think
it.
you are, Neil Peart? Give me a break.
No, because I have a personality.
Yeah. And, well, the difference is that he reads books.
Well, what's a book?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not something that you burn? Oh,
I like butts.
I'm only kidding. Look at there. See, look at we can start the apology list early. Book burning.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, we're gonna have a hell of a good show. I can't wait to get on and get this on and get this going. Thought about coming in free balling today, but I chose not to.
Why not, Ken?
Because they rub, they get a little itchy. But you know what? Now
You forgot to shave.
Oh no, never.
Do you shave?
Oh yeah, twice a week.
Oh.
Got to make the carpet match the drapes.
Hey,
There you
neat
go.
and trim
Hey,
is the
you know
only way
what?
to go.
Look it. Not only people, you can't be a selfish person in life, and nor can you be a selfish lover,
No.
No.
right?
I
If I like something nice and clean and everybody's good to go, why would I have something dirty, stinky, and hairy that's not? I mean, listen, don't you want to be? I'm a gentleman.
Oh,
You
right.
are, Ken.
I'm a gentleman.
Totally.
I never thought about it that way.
I disagree. Those two words do not go together with you. Gentle and man just don't go together. No.
I'm just saying, but I can probably put a leg warmer on it. Speaking of leg warmer,
Yeah, what's up with leg warmers?
why don't you talk about this Minnesota principal?
Well, a Minnesota principal is starting to urge girls, do not wear leggings to school. It hasn't been officially banned yet, but it looks like it's headed that direction. He was saying in the past leggings were okay because the style was longer sweaters or jerseys. But now the style is leggings and shorter tops, so it shows the curve of your butt more. And he thinks that's walking the line of inappropriate wear for young girls to be wearing to school.
But wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute.
I think
leggings
Give me a
leggings go up to your ass.
Yeah.
Leggings don't go up to your
leggings
ass.
cover all y'all.
Oh, yeah. They go all
No.
the way up. Yeah,
What are those little things?
I'm wearing leggings as we speak.
exactly.
Oh, you know
They're
what?
just pants that aren't jeans that are
Just-
fitted.
Well, what are those things that look like scarves that are like on your bottom of your like from your calf to your foot, like leg warmer?
Oh, leg warmers.
Oh, shit.
No, he just doesn't want you to wear leggings. Just like
But listen, I mean, I tend to agree with him.
what?
I mean, there should be a weight limit to leggings.
Ah.
Definitely.
Yeah, there should be a weight limit and an age limit.
Uh-huh.
Seriously, and there
I'm
should
with
be.
you on the weight thing.
You know what? No, listen, there has to be. You know what? They should. I never thought about leggings like this, but listen, we want to regulate everything on this planet for everybody's safety and being politically correct. I want to be some politically correct thrown my way. Nobody over $140 that is under 5'5". If she's like 5'2", 5 foot tall, and $140, leggings,
she's huge.
leggings shouldn't be on her probably. Okay, and also there needs to be an age limit. We regulate cigarettes. We regulate alcohol. How dare you have somebody that's not at least 18 wearing them? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
gonna have to disagree with you on that one.
No, at least listen, because what they do, especially when the height and weight limit comes in, you know what? We should do it like the old-fashioned days when the airport used to have hot stewardess, that they used to be on a scale. There used to be a limit.
They made them weigh themselves.
It was bitching because they had a cardboard cutout, and if they couldn't walk through it, you ain't going in.
wasn't happening, huh?
I mean, there's no like, hold on, I can fit. Nope, none of that going on.
I think as long as their flaps and cheeks aren't hanging out, they're good to wear to school.
I'm just saying. Oh, no way. Mm-mm. First of all, listen, we got to, and dare I, as a guy who does a show like this, say that we need to teach our ladies and our women to be, no, we need to teach our young girls to be ladies.
I agree. I mean, I don't agree with dressing slutty, but I don't think there's a thing wrong with wearing leggings at all.
Okay, see, there's the differences between girls don't see it. Listen, men,
I mean,
okay.
it depends on the density of the material. I mean, there are very thin leggings where you can see the color of underwear, and that's not okay.
Yeah, but
like the leggings that I'm wearing that are thicker material, I don't think there's anything wrong with those.
But
No, not at all. But you're cute and skinny. So.
But
it's
okay,
not about fat or
yes,
skinny.
yes,
Oh,
it is.
big, don't
okay.
It's
We're-
not fair to
okay.
say that at school that the girls who are slender are allowed
Why?
to wear
Okay,
leggings and the girls who are
but why
chubby
is
are
it
not.
that not fair? Because it's going to hurt their feelings. feelings. Maybe that motivates them. Listen, I'm not talking about women. I'm talking
I don't
about
wanna see a
women.
400-pound woman
I'm talking
wearing
about women, or this is by far not just women thing, but people that literally just let themselves go because they are not motivated. Why? Because they're not shamed in it. We got to be okay with it. No, we don't. And nor should they be okay with it, because they have a mental problem to let yourself go like that. Just like someone, when literally you give up on your life, you give up on the way you smell, on the way you look, on the way you eat, on the way you do or don't brush your teeth, or do or don't bathe, or do or don't do this, and you just literally become an effing slob. Listen, there's a lot of freaking bridges out there. All I'm saying...
Yeah, I'm saying you're making some large leaps here, Ken. I'm talking about leggings.
No,
You're talking
they
about
need to take a large leap.
You're trying to say that I'm saying I'm an advocate for, like, people getting all fat and hairy and smelly and not giving a care. That's not what I'm saying at all. I think you should take care of yourself, especially if you want to keep your man. You ought to take care of yourself.
Or keep your woman.
Exactly. You want to keep whoever you're with. Take care of yourself. I don't think having a child is an excuse to let yourself go.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
And unless you're Jennifer Simpson. I was trying to make Jessica. I was trying to make a pig
First
noise.
Of all, she's not even
she looks
fat.
good.
She's not even fat.
I was gonna say,
people are so
crazy?
I'm just
stupid.
kidding.
She wears like a size 6.
It's so
Give me a break.
It's so funny what that where
Size 6.
society has gone that they think Kate Upton is fat.
Who thinks Kate Upton's fat?
I mean, you hear this crap all the time.
She's just hippie. She's just
okay,
hip.
but
She's not fat.
they think that's it's not and
You know what? I think that's a fallacy anyways. I think it's women who criticize other women. I don't think men think that's fat at all.
But that's women are more competition than men. Women are more competitive with men. By far.
Yeah, for sure.
By far. If women were bigger, faster, and stronger, they would be awesome in football. That if literally we would change the football for a stable man who has a stable job, who will raise good kids, and they had to fight for that, that would be a sport. F this Bachelorette crap.
I know. I hate that show.
Man, we need to let them really go at it, duke it out. How bitchin' would that be?
Why don't you pitch that to Daniel Shriver when he comes to our live event that we're having December 20th?
And where's that again?
December 20th, we're having a live End of the World live broadcast.
We're doing what?
End of the world, guys. Don't you know the world is ending December 21st?
What?
Thanks to the Mayans. We're going out. So we want to go out with a bang here on the Ken Pettigrew Show. We want to do live sacrifices. Well, okay.
Listen,
sacrifices.
We are going to do our damnedest. You know what? I feel, dare I say, narcissistic enough, or no, dare I say, confident enough to say we at this show, our fans, we can stop the end of the world.
Do you think we can do it, Ken?
I know we can. Come on, everybody. Let's get happy.
Yay!
And
our event's going to be in South Pasadena at the Holy Water Room.
Yes.
Okay? You can find that link online at Carmine's Restaurant and Bar. You can go on Facebook to the Holy Water Room. I've sent out invites. If you're my friend on Facebook, ask my friend. I'm happy to send you an invite as well. It's open to the public. Anyone can go. We're going to tweet about it. It's going to be at 8 p.m.
Am I invited?
Who? Boom, baby.
That's right.
And we want everyone to come.
Listen,
everyone.
You guys need to show up. It's going to be
If you give a shit about the show, come.
No, if you care about your life, we're going to stop it. You know how effing Superman flew backwards to stop to save Lois Lane? We're doing more than that. We are going to have some sacrifices. Old and young, black, white, gay, and straight are all welcome. I should be a hell of a politician.
Yeah.
Hear me? Could you be? You know what? Yeah, but what am I doing my political rant for? Sacrifices.
That's right.
We all need to sacrifice.
It's going to be sacrifices, live music, and alcohol. Hello. What's better than that?
Hello, Frisco.
And let's give the name of the place again.
The Holy Water Room, South Pasadena.
How is Ken going to get through the door? Really?
And by the way,
I don't know.
Not only that, we are going to have a special padre coming in and his crew that you guys can confess your sins.
Well, yeah, you
Because
gotta
what
get
if
your
it
soul
doesn't
clean.
work?
Exactly. If you want to go to
Did you say get your whole clean?
I said no, you sicko. I said your soul.
Oh.
Freak.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Look we're gonna do it. I'm telling you.
I know.
Because if we can't stop it, you better save your soul. What can you do?
You can confess your sins to Padre Pettigrew.
Why do you make the lowercase t on your?
Isn't that what all those Catholics do? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I never knew why they do make a lowercase t.
Come on, Ken. You know what it is. You know what that is.
I
You
know.
Christian boy, you.
I'm just being a smart ass. Well, listen, everybody, we're going to take ourselves a little break. Here's a band I love. I check them out. They're around. The Rubies. Tell a friend, tell a lover, everybody. I'm Ken Pettigrew, calling live. 773-3KP Show. Tweet, Facebook. Coming up, bottom of the hour, Mike. Kooky. I knew I screwed that up again.
Yeah, you did.
O.J. Simpson of the English language. I'm Ken Pettigrew. Be right back. Rikuchi. I'm Ken Pettigrew.
For me, I pushed you far too high. Look what you've gone and done again. Girl, I was your friend. I was yours. Now you're gone away, but I won't stay.
Yeah, everybody, tell a friend, tell a lover. Look at that face, man. They're talking about the face, the show, the Ken Pettigrew Show.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're talking about.
That's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Your face.
Now, listen, I can't wait to get my coochie on. Oh, Michael Ricucci coming on to the show. My God, listen, I can't believe, you know what? I've worked on that all day. The sad thing is that me and Mike are friends. It's not like I don't talk to Mike.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Watch him come in and say, watch, he's going to murder my name.
What do you mean, Mike Ricucci?
No, Ricucci.
Is that?
What are you doing, Fisher?
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have got it wrong.
Get that
Ken.
shit straight, you guys. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. I was just following your lead. I thought that's what you said. I wasn't sure.
I mean, we had a really sad story coming up, and I don't know if I want to start out with a sad story before Michael Ricucci comes on.
You know,
Terra
maybe not,
Records.
because he's pretty uplifting.
But here, I want to talk about something that makes everybody happy, Elmo. Well,
yeah,
I guess,
what's up with Elmo?
Well, I guess his the man who has his hand up Elmo's ass was looking to have his hand up another young wanted to play little puppeteer with a underage kid at one point. Well,
what?
Yes. No, Fish, I shouldn't go down that route. Look at him. Just, what am I going to do? If I can't be here.
Oh, man, here we go.
Know. I'm just saying.
He denies the sexual allegation.
He denies it. Listen.
What are they? Let's talk about
and
that.
honestly, he probably didn't do it, but listen, it's so damn
hold
funny.
on a second. Now, you do know that the guy was 18 when all this happened, so it's irrelevant to what he does in his personal
I understand that. No, listen, but the problem here, there's not a problem here.
There is no problem.
There is no problem here.
It's two bitches getting pissed off at each other.
But people are getting all pissed off because, here it comes again. What somebody does in their bedroom is supposed to be our business, and it's nobody's business.
Yeah, which is
all I'm saying. But what kind of voice would he have used that more importantly, I really don't care about none of that, but there's a lot of stuff that's funny here. What would he call his man puppet? And what kind of voice would he use on his man puppet?
Well, just think about it. This guy's hand was up Elmo's ass.
Yeah, well, was it hairy?
I don't know.
It comes out like a hairy fur ball. No, but my question is...
That's literally fisting Elmo, isn't it?
Well, obviously...
It's not tickle me Elmo, it's fisting me Elmo.
Well, obviously he likes ass, so it probably doesn't matter.
Listen, it's all good, man. It's all good with me. But I thought it was it's just people are so effing freaking butthurt because somehow this guy is gay, and that really matters because now the guy's doing children programming. Listen,
which he's been doing since 1984.
I would rather have a gay non-pedophile than a straight pedophile in the Boy Scouts or the priesthood or the teacher or the gymnasium. Some guy who goes home to his nice wife and his 3 kids, and he's got a nice little pool. He's got the summer barbecue at 4th of July, but this whole time is just a front as he's, tickling a little boy's crank. Because this guy talks about Elmo and then does this shit that's supposed to be an influence on what kids are watching him.
Right, but he didn't even do any shit, though.
No, it was some letters. Were they provocative? Were they like, yeah, man, I want to take my hand I put up Elmo's ass, and I want to... Well, no, his voice isn't that deep. His voice is like...
Well, maybe it just goes high for Elmo.
You think?
Maybe.
How would he sound then, you think? No,
I think he'd be happy medium. I think he'd be...
Happy medium?
Yeah.
Like Fish,
I think
then.
he'd be...
Fish. What would he want to tell his lover?
Oh, no.
Come on, Fisher. What would he want to tell his lover?
Hi. I'm so sad.
Is that it? No. He's trying to do the dance.
That's just not funny.
Like that. Because you see the training thing on Elmo. They teach you to do like this little wrist thing.
I didn't see that.
I watch way too much freaking documentaries and stuff. But you got to learn things about certain ways. And how dare I try to read them?
Yeah.
I F up the English language every day anyways.
That's
but I'm just saying, and everybody's having a conniption fit because the guy wrote some really nasty letters about what he wants to do, and
they're consenting adults, though. I think the guy's just trying.
Exactly.
The guy's just trying to get money now that he's just trying to get money out of him. He's just being an a-hole.
yeah.
And who is really?
Elmo wanted his a-hole. Oh, wait a minute, sorry.
Is anybody really shocked that a puppeteer might be
Come
gay?
on.
I mean, really?
Yeah, that's the bigger issue. Someone's bringing it up because he's gay, and
Who
some
cares?
jerk off.
Some jerk off. That's
Some
the
jerk
problem.
off
You know,
just
it's
wants
a
money.
jerk off.
You know what I'd like to say to
What's
people
that?
that have problems with gay people? Let me ask you, do you go through drive-through fast food? And they'll probably say, yeah, sure. What, do you go to like McDonald's, Burger King, all the different... Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
So more than likely, you have been served food by a gay person. So do you have issues with that? Do you have issues with people serving you food that are gay? Maybe at a restaurant, you've had a gay waiter or a gay waitresses. Do you take offense to somebody?
You know what I have a problem with gay people is
I don't.
Listen. Hold, slow down. Is angry gay people. Gay. They're supposed to be happy. How dare they be an oxymoron? I'm just saying. I'm just saying the stuff that everybody else is thinking. But yeah, it's
exactly
just,
what I was thinking.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, people. And listen, the guy's not a pedophile. I mean, we should really be up in arms about. We should really be up in arms about.
Literally up in arms. Hey, boys and girls.
About the Sandusky's on the planet.
I know.
How about everybody that is living in your neighborhood? Go type in what is it? Amanda's Law?
Oh,
No, what's
Megan's Law?
Megan's Law. There we
Megan's
go.
Law. No, not Amanda's Law.
Hi, my name was Amanda.
Yeah, not that, but go type in Megan's Law. You guys want to be pissed about some puppeteer who likes to, sleep with the same sex?
Right.
Really? How about be pissed that everybody listening to this show has a pedophile living within 5 miles of their house? And how dare us protect our kids? How dare us say anything to them? How dare us, dare I say, fires and pitchforks?
You've seen me chase the one where I live down the street with a bat.
Yeah. Guess why? They never they never pointed him out.
The guy never rides down my street.
Listen, man, I don't mess around. I don't mess around when you come. I mean, when it comes to that, it's no joke, man. People are, you know what? And this is a problem here. I mean, this is a problem with a lot of people. You who have the power take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes some self-control not to do that.
Right.
And I know that firsthand in my life, because there's a lot of people that I could overpower and say whatever I wanted to all day long, and nobody would say an effing word to me about it. But guess what? I don't do that. You know what I do? I open doors for people. I'm polite to people.
Thank you.
You believe that or not? Most people will be like, you're full of shit.
I believe that.
No way is Ken polite. I am like the politest guy until someone's a douchebag. And then let me tell you, it's like effing Rocky. Ding, ding. It is on like effing Donkey Kong. Listen, we're going to take our break. Guess who's coming on?
Michael.
Michael who?
Riccucci.
Because I like his coochie, everybody. Tell a friend, tell a lover.
No, you didn't.
We're going to get a little in public. Little tongue in public, everybody. I'm Ken Pettigrew. Christy Fish is in the house.
Yeah.
And we will be right back, everybody.
can you hear me?
Yeah, everybody. Woo. You know, you got to give me something. Little tongue in public. How about a little love? How about a little, dare I say, music therapy with my man, Michael Ricucci. What's up, brother?
Ken, how you doing?
Dude, man, I am great, dude. Way better now since a guy who is doing something that's going to benefit the planet. Way better than, you know, everybody's like taking their recycles and putting them in the blue trash can. We got to save this. We got to save our bottles, everybody. How about save a soul? How about save a man? A freaking mind with some music therapy. You know what I'm talking about, Michael?
I mean, it's been an awesome trip so far. We've seen so many different people helped by music, and you know, people, whether they be families that have a child, you know, that might be suffering from autism, or family that has somebody with Alzheimer's, or the actual family itself that's going through a lot of different things. I don't think a lot of people realize that 80% of families that have an autistic child or a child with some kind of disability, that's the divorce rate, 80%.
Wow.
So, you know, we're hoping to connect on a lot of different levels with people that music therapy is good for not only what's good for the client, the patient, but it's also good for the people that are connected to them.
Yeah, no kidding, man. Listen, is that really 80%?
80%, yeah,
wow.
Yeah, 80%, and it's crazy, and I hear that, and you know, people talk about divorce rates in our society, and it really I think it's in line with the number of autism patients that have risen. I mean, it's gone from I believe in 10 years about 1 in 1,000 to 1 in 88 children are now diagnosed with autism. And there's a lot of different factors that go along with that. So there's different things that are playing into that. But yeah, 80% is the divorce rate currently with parents that are dealing with child with disabilities.
Wow. Jeez Louise. Because that's got to be a tough thing on. I mean, listen, I'm sure not giving anybody a freaking pass. You know that already. But, man,
sure.
You know, when people get married and they get ready to have a kid, you know, life is tough enough. You know, you got bills, car payments, this and that. Then all of a sudden you got a special needs kid. And people don't get it. Special needs is tough, man. It's special needs. It needs time. It needs everything.
Money, special circumstances.
Oh, Chrissy and Ken, you guys are both right. It needs, and that means that it really takes that kind of special person. So for as bad as some of the stories can be, we've talked to a lot of people where the story, it's hard. Like it doesn't we haven't showed up anywhere, and we've been all over the country so far. Nobody said, hey, it's easy. And then we turned around and said, all right, well, we'll leave. No, I mean, everybody's got a story, and every story is important. I mean, we're in Georgia, in Atlanta, Georgia, down at the George Center with Jamie George and her music therapy crew, and we met with a number of different parents, and they told us stories, you know, of their experiences, not only in music therapy, but just in life, in the different treatments, and in how you go from having a child and everything seems like it's going well to all of a sudden their abilities start to digress. And you're just like, what's going on? So, yeah, these parents are dealing with a lot, but it is as bad as the situation can be for somebody, you know, and drive people apart. You know, it also can bring people together. And I think there's a lot to take away from that when you're thinking of bad situation, go the other way, think of the worst thing possible. But at the same time, a kid that needs more might get more from parents that are invested. And imagine for the child with autism or the child with Asperger's syndrome,
right.
It's great, that their life is managed. But imagine that child that doesn't have that if their parents were just as invested. And I think there's something to be learned from that for all of us, actually.
No, yeah, man, it's a big deal, man, and it's and what you and Michelle are doing is just, I mean, you're giving so much back to humanity by going out, reaching out, and doing this, man.
Thank you, Ken. I really appreciate it, man. It's been an awesome. It's been an awesome year. We've traveled across the country and back, as many people have heard me say before. Right. But we've been from coast to coast and up to New York and Chicago and all different places. And we're actually headed to New York City this weekend to film a symposium at the Lincoln Center for talking about the science behind the music and the brain. And it's been a great journey. We've met amazing people, both in the music therapy community,
right,
and the music industry itself. People have just really given us honest and raw stories. We've seen music therapy in action. We've gotten the scientific proof, the medical proof. We've talked to the professionals. We're currently filming the different interactions and the information about how the brain and music interact. So it's been informative. It's been exciting, and honestly, it's just been the greatest. It's just been the greatest journey that I've ever taken, and it keeps giving back, and we're excited that it's going to keep going.
So I see on your website that you're talking about a tour, perhaps in the near future, to raise money. With this tour, is it people that your friends that are going to be the musicians in this tour? Is it who's doing the tour? Tell us about that.
Well, currently, we did a tour of the United States where we just went around and we used Twitter and we used Facebook, where we just connected with people randomly. We didn't plan anything. We just said we're going to make a documentary, and then we left our house and we made one. And then we said, we still need to keep going, so we just kept making the documentary. That tour is still ongoing, and we're actually going to do another tour all the way around the country. What we're also doing is hosting shows here in the Washington, D.C., Baltimore area to raise money for music therapy and music education. And we're actually going on a tour of a facility next week to finalize everything, hopefully to have our first show in this area that will raise money for various schools and the different music therapy associations associated, with this area. So the tour for ourselves is for the documentary, and shows that we actually just do as a business are for the local music education and music therapy community here.
How cool is that, man? Tell us how much music. I mean, as a musician, you and I have had a lot of conversations about music and kind of where I grew up and people that you have seen and what music has done for, just, in our personal lives, Mike. It's really amazing that when you give a instrument or you help with an instrument, or you're a cousin or an uncle or your aunt or anybody can pitch in and get an instrument to somebody, on how long that lasts. That's a lifetime gift.
It is, and I think a lot of people think of, I have to play this instrument, I have to learn this instrument, I have to be good at this instrument. And that's something, we met Ben Folds while we were in Atlanta.
Right.
And it happened that he had read this book that we had read called This Is Your Brain on Music. And a music therapist in Rochester, Maria Hancock, had given it to me. Ben Folds happened to have read it too. And it talked about how people in other countries didn't understand how Americans approached music. They approached it where somebody wouldn't get up in public here in America necessarily and just start playing guitar or singing if it wasn't like a karaoke or their band wasn't playing. They might worry, my voice is bad, like I don't want anybody to hear me. But in other countries, people just get up in bars, pubs, whatever, just start singing. It's more about the experience. It's more about hey, let's do it because it's good for us. And I think that's where music therapy, music education, and really just music itself gets to the heart of things. It's not, music therapy is about using music to achieve non-music goals. And so for somebody, that for a veteran coming back from
right.
war, But that's post-traumatic stress syndrome. Okay, music helps them, associate their emotions and what's going on, to assimilate back to real life, to work on their communication with their spouse. That has nothing to do with starting bands. Some actually do start bands. There's great music therapy and hospital programs that are actually putting veterans together and using music to start bands. That's one great aspect. But from an individual aspect, these people are just working on communicating with their loved ones, their wives, and things like that. So that's where I think music it's not lost on people. It just hasn't been recognized. We see it as entertainment. There's battles. Oh, don't buy music on the internet. Don't steal music off the internet. Buy it here. And it just there's more to it than just the entertainment value.
Well, come on, Mike, but that's because I need my 5th pool and my 6th mansion. Come on, pal. How dare you take my effing Rolls Royce away from me? I wanted to put Dayton's on the mothership.
So
I believe that if you have the ability to make music to the point that you can drive a Rolls Royce, then you have the ability to create music so that you can drive a Rolls Royce. And you don't need everybody's little pennies to do that. And if you need my pennies to drive a Rolls Royce, then I'm going to figure out a way to get a fraction of those pennies to drive a Porsche.
Right.
And I'll be cool with that.
Yeah, no kidding. No doubt about that.
So I have 2 questions for you, Mike. The first is,
Sure.
Did you have a personal experience maybe as you were younger or growing up where music changed your life that kind of maybe a long time ago in your subconscious started this whole idea? And how did you and Michelle get together and do this together?
I appreciate both those questions. I mean, music for me, music's been a part of my whole life. My dad, baseball coach, college baseball coach, professional baseball player, just tough dude, great voice. And I don't tell a lot of people that. And anybody that's listening that knows my dad that might have heard me just say that, beautiful voice. Him and I, all the way to Disney World twice, I think I was like 10 and 12, sang the whole way, Beach Boys. In fact, we got to see him and I got to see Brad Wilson play this summer with the Beach Boys. It was awesome. But music has just been an opportunity for me, and it's played different roles in my life. Growing up, I hated it in public because I was a baseball player, and I thought it wasn't cool, and people made fun of me. And I think they're probably just jealous because I had a pretty good voice back then before tobacco products and different things like that. But it just kind of morphed as I went along, and I learned about music therapy when I was a young kid, and then my baseball career ended almost when I was in college. I had a number of injuries. I got broke a bunch of bones in my face, a bunch of different things, and so a band seemed like the best idea that my friend came up with that we should do. And I said, sure, we don't play instruments. That'll be what we do. And so we started a band out of scratch. And so music has just kind of always been there when we wanted it to be a part of our lives. And it served different purposes. And I think that's what's amazed me about music is that no matter what the situation was playing out in my life, music has always sort of fit. And not always the same way, but it was malleable. It had the ability to kind of just take on a shape like liquid, and that's music has been like liquid in my life.
Okay, so wait a minute. You're telling me it took you to college to figure out you're supposed to hit the ball with the bat and not your face, Mike?
Ignore
you know what?
him,
If my baseball coach, I probably should have called him. If my high school baseball coach, he's proud. I got hit by more pitches in Northern Virginia my senior year than any person should. But man, I took a 90-mile-an-hour fastball right in my left eye.
Really?
Completely. Yeah, man, it broke every bone on the left side of my face. It knocked my nose onto the right side of my face, and I looked like a mongoloid. I really did. I just had my head wrapped up and everything. And actually, my dad went to Blockbuster, and he was like this. He didn't want me to get R-rated movies, and I was like 20, and I had to stay with him because my face was all mangled. And so he got the wrong movies, and I was like, screw this. And I got in the car and drove with one eye and my head wrapped in a bandage and a hospital gown to the video store. And they walked in, and it was like a horror movie was taking place and some zombie thing, and they got freaked out, and they called the police. It was a big thing. But I got the movies I wanted, and people left me alone. It was weird, but that actually did happen.
That is beautiful, man. Taking one right in the dinger, right in the face, man.
Yeah. I've completely passed out, and they put Demerol right into my veins as soon as I got to the hospital, and I embarrassed myself in front of this nurse. I mean, it was just I hit on her, and it was bad. It was real bad.
Dude, you didn't crap yourself, did you?
Oh, Ken.
Listen.
And I wouldn't admit it if I did, I mean, I would in the right circumstance, but if we were playing Kings, I might admit it.
What's a better circumstance? Look, Michael, nobody's listening. You know, there's only 56 countries going to catch us tomorrow.
There's a couple people.
There's just a few. Well, not counting everybody who's going to love this and come listen to this from WROMradio.net in all 56 countries, getting your music therapy from our man Michael Rakucci from Terrorizing Records, blowing it up, doing a documentary, how music, how that is a therapy, how that, it helps everybody, from kids with autism to soldiers coming back after fighting a terrible war that these politicians, oh, no, forget it. I better leave that part out.
So, but let's hear how you met Michelle next.
Yes, how
did Michelle get in on it?
Yeah, tell us about little... The Phoenix.
Whoa, Ken, what's going on over there?
At Phoenix Rising. At Phoenix Rising, for everybody that sees her on Twitter, it's 2 underscores between Phoenix and Rising.
Oh, there is 2 underscores.
Just in case anybody's doing that. Yeah, it's everybody. I did it the first time too. Michelle is an awesome person. First, she's the vice president of our company, Terrorizing Records. And she's also the director of the film, the feature-length documentary that we're filming, The Case for Music. And we actually met through a mutual friend last fall, actually. And she was starting a company last summer called Phoenix Rising, while I was starting a company called Terra Rising. We had no idea that we were doing that at all.
That you were both rising.
Yeah. We around July of last summer, we had of 2011. No clue. And then in about, I think, November of last year, we were introduced, and I told her about the idea. She was doing live events, theater, and film production type things to raise money for different organizations. YDEP, Young Women's Empowerment Drum Project here in Washington, D.C., was what she was raising money for. And we just got to talking, and I was telling her about the idea, and she was doing this, and I said, I'll wait till you're finished, and she did. And so I was just like, let's drive across the country and film the documentary. And she was like, okay. And, we talked about music therapy. I told her about my ideas for music and why I thought it could be used in a lot of different ways, and in creative ways, and medical ways, and scientific ways. She was really into it. And, and we just trekked out and sort of built a friendship off of that. And we've been working together ever since.
Man, let me tell you, Michael, that sounds a little creepy. Come here, little girl. Come get in my car. I got a camera. Let's drive across the country. I got a camper.
Easy now. She was saying, hey, little boy.
Oh, my. Loaded.
Wow. Very young man. But no, we did have a van. That is true, actually. But the windows were semi-tinted. And I mean, I eat Skittles. So the whole cliche fits. You're right.
Did you pull up?
I made it count.
Did you pull up in one of those like utility vans with the rape cage in it?
We did have a ladder. We did have a ladder on the top of it. That is true. We thought there'd be crazy shots we had to get, and we were going to get creative, but no, we didn't get creative. It was just a scary van. We freaked out New Mexico, I'm sure.
But listen, let's take a quick little break. We're gonna come back talking about some music therapy. Maybe tell us an interesting story or two, what's been going on, and maybe tell us a story about, give us something about, because dare I say and be so arrogant, because I am a drummer. Let's give us a drum story, man. Because I love what drums have done for me. I can only imagine what they've done for other people.
I've got a great drum story.
All right, perfect. Listen, everybody, tell a friend, tell a lover. I'm feeling so right. You feeling so right? Mm-hmm. Little 1,000 pounds. That's all I'm saying. Tell a friend, tell a lover. Some music therapy in the house. We'll be right back, everybody. how about some of that little 1,000 pounds coming your way? That's what I'm talking about. But you know what I'm?
Who is that band, Ken?
I don't know. It's 4 fat guys that they rounded well up their weight to 1,000 pounds, and that's how it works. So, anyways, better than that, some man that's bringing love across the planet. You know, helping to generate, not just a generation, something that's going to be handed down lifetime
He's helping
after
generations.
lifetime. Generations. So, my man, Michael Ricucci, Terrorizing Records, little music therapy. And before we went to the break, I want to, well, first of all, I want to thank you and your great, partner, Michelle, for doing great things in the, for us. Because honestly, it benefits all of us listening to the show tonight. It benefits everybody that is across this planet. Because we are all human beings. Dare I say that?
Oh, wow. The sensitive side. Look what you're doing. You're pulling out the sensitive
Michael
side.
is bringing out the
Michael.
sensitive side in me.
Your therapy is reaching everyone.
I feel like we can cuddle now. Yeah, I kind of like it.
Okay,
Thanks.
listen. Okay, deal as long as you're in front. I'm spooning you, pal. Listen, man. Listen, because I have to be the knuckle dragon alpha male. I can't help it.
I
For you.
gotcha.
And on the Thursday, Mike brought out the cold from Ken's deep and darkened heart. And it grew 4 sizes this day.
Oh, that was a good one. That was brilliant. So, anyways, Michael, let's
Mike Ricuddle.
Mike Ricuddle. Oh,
We'll keep
Joe.
and keep doing it over and over again.
Look at Chrissy. I was trying to come up with Michael Spoon somehow, but I can't.
No, Ricuddle's a lot more clever.
Ricuddle. Listen to Chrissy pulling
No, I
it.
didn't do that one. That's Michelle.
Michelle.
Go, Michelle.
Oh, Michelle
Go,
Jane.
girl.
Michelle Janae is a comedian.
Janae is a comedian and talk.
Ken Pettigrew. She's got a whole bunch of
Ken
Oh,
No.
You on fire, girl.
Yeah, no doubt.
There's a reason why it's Pettigrew, because it used to be Pettit and it grew.
Oh, God.
So we had to shorten it up a little bit.
You've said that before, haven't you?
No.
Ken Pet the dog.
Anyways, my friend.
Back to good old Mike.
Michael, let's tell us about, because again, dare I be so narcissistic, I am a drummer. So tell us what drums have done, because I do believe it's the greatest instrument on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Drums have done many things in my life, and that's the biggest thing for me, is that the best friend that I had, Ben Osterhaus, was a drummer for many of my bands. He was also a lead singer.
Wow.
Why is that?
Would you like to know a show story? Would you like to know a personal story?
A personal?
Would you like to know
No,
a road
listen,
story
man.
From an all-girls college.
You know what? Tell me something. Oh, no, man. Listen.
All girls college.
We're not going to start that conversation, because then we're going to sit here and do one-ups all night until the end of the show. So, but anyways, no, I want to hear something. You know what?
Is the one-up story.
Yeah, literally. Man, I want to hear something that no one else has heard. Something that's really, it could even be a little edgy, dare it be. It is the Ken Pettigrew Show.
I might go sensitive, actually.
Okay, do it. I'll have music for you and everything.
Oh, gosh.
Here we go.
More so, I was a guitar player. And I was pretending to be a guitar player, so I had to pick up the bass. And Ben was a drummer. And nobody else would play music with me, but Ben did. And he was really, really good. And he was just like, "You're horrible. You're just awful at what you're doing." And, I felt awful. But he was like, "I'm going to teach you," and everything like that. And he was hard, but he was a really good drummer, and he helped really get me to be a better musician. And through that kind of tough love, he really got me to be a much better musician.
Right.
And that it started making me understand that you could try things as an adult. You could start to, learn things. Because I was 20, I think I was 22 when I started doing that. He was younger than I was. And so the whole dynamic was strange. And he had played in a bunch of bands and different things like that, but it just was something that for whatever reason we just formed this friendship, and from that it taught me how to play guitar. It taught me how to learn the piano. It taught me how to learn bass. And so actually drumming he was the most friendly person in the band. And it was the best way that it introduced me to the band environment and really being cool with hey, you're not really good, but we'll allow you to be on stage and make an idiot of yourself. And I appreciated that. It did. It really taught me to not really fear failure and know that I was going to fail, but that I could learn from it and be better. And so drums actually played a really large part. And I can say that Ben, from that, is the guy that actually designed our logo. His company, Brand Army, is a fantastic branding company that works all around the country,
right.
and him and I still work together today. We actually talk today, and we still work today. So that relationship that we built in the backbeat, forming that backbeat in that rhythm section, I think that rhythm sort of worked with my idea and his creativity, and we formed the logo that's launching this company and helping it get to where we hope it can be.
Listen, I wanted to hear a sad story because I wanted to hear you cry.
Didn't.
I was hoping to listen, Mike, man. I had music.
You have to
Listen,
wait for the film for that. I do crying really well, but you gotta wait for the film. It's authentic. It's raw.
Here.
Ask Jamie George down in Atlanta. She's seen me cry hundreds of times already.
oh my God, you know what? It's tough, man. It's tough, especially when you see these kids and you know that things are in a bad way, and and just imagine, man, what their lives are like.
Well, it's a lot. You know what? That's an interesting perspective because that's the way I looked at it too. Like I thought about it. I've sat in. Michelle was filming. We've seen people that are blind and don't have eyes play the piano better than we could ever imagine. We've seen people that can't speak sing better than we can. We've seen a myriad of different types of people that are dealing with things, and it's tough. But it's a combination of things, and this is what's floored us about music therapy is it's the music. We all interpret music differently. Just because you hear a song that makes you happy doesn't mean that it's going to make me happy.
Right.
There's a thing that we hear a lot. I mean, we've been all over the place. We've talked to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, and they talk about, I think it's the Mozart effect or something to that effect, and classical music doesn't make everybody smart. A sad song doesn't make everyone sad. It is what your mood is. It's how your brain is wired. And since we're all wired differently, we interpret music differently. So it's just there's just opportunities there that it's a way to exist in it and experience it differently.
Nice. It's true. It's so much that music does. That's what I was, I think about Bob Marley, that you and I have had this conversation once about what his music has brought. It stopped civil war. It brought two sides together, a guy with a good thought and not a side other than humanity. It's amazing.
Well, when you think about it, Ken, Chrissy and Fish and everybody that's listening right now, I know there's a person right now that's listening. Semen, she's from Iran. Okay, Anna is from Canada. There's Lauren, she's in Alabama. Rupert, he's in the United Kingdom. My dad, he's 30 minutes away from wherever I am in Washington, D.C. Okay, but we all have the same rhythm, essentially. We all have heartbeats, drums. We all have breathing mechanisms, our lungs. We all have central nervous systems that work on electrical signals, the same as Morse code, and it's all rhythm. We're music. Everybody is. We all have it. And that's not to be hokey. That's not to be anything. That's to be scientific. That's to be actually really specific.
Right.
And that's what it's honing in on is how our brains are actually able to interpret this. How background noise can actually be bad for you. Just leaving the radio on, and if your brain doesn't interpret something the right way, just by having a song on the radio that's just playing in the background that you paid no attention to whatsoever, could be on the lowest level possible for you to be able to hear it, but you hear it, that could be doing something in your brain that you have no idea. Chrissy talked about the unconscious with her question at the last break.
Right.
That is actually doing something in your unconscious, and that's not to get anywhere other than neurological. That's not to talk anywhere other than than actual scientists and doctors that we've talked to that are doing these experiments with music, doing these experiments with people's attention spans and different, neural pathways, the left parts of the left brain being able to compensate for parts of the right brain when Alzheimer's sets in or there's a traumatic brain injury. It's amazing what's going on. And it's just it's incredible. So yeah, just what it's able to do and the way we're able to interpret it has been incredible.
And what's awesome is everything that you just said, you're trying to make that possible for maybe people who couldn't get it on a readily basis. You know what I mean? You're going out to these people who maybe the instruments or just exposure to music isn't something they would normally be exposed to, and you're trying to bring this awesome thing to them and help them, which is why it's so important that people go visit your website. They need to contribute to your cause. How can people contribute to Terra Rising to bring this to other people? What can we do to help out the cause?
Well, thank you for all of that. And the first thing, is that there's only 5,500 music therapists in this country alone. Okay, there's only 5,500, and they're serving 1 million people right now. Those are actual stats. You can go to the American Music Therapy Association's website. Michelle put it up in the chat room right now. You're going to be able to go check that out. So it's limited. So yes, part of this, we want to get that message out, and we want more schools to incorporate this in their curriculum.
Right.
We want more people to look at it because, Ken, we talk about healthcare all the time.
Yeah.
And there's no prescription medication. They don't prescribe anything. So we're not talking about anything like that. It's a cheaper alternative. All right. Insurances different insurance companies are starting to, they're starting to cover this. So there's real advantages to this. So right now, Chrissy, opening up your minds to the opportunity to learn is the biggest thing. To just say, hey, music can do a little bit more than entertain me. And we're not sitting in a field. We're not playing Kumbaya. We're going into hospitals. We're going into actual music therapy centers. We're getting the neurological studies, the actual evidence. So this isn't hokey or anything like that. This is Dr. Oliver Sacks, one of world-renowned author, neurologist that is backing this type of thing. We've got Ben Folds interview with him for this film, talking about the benefits of this. So, right now, we just want people to support our cause. We want them to go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Terra, Terra, Rising Records. And we want them to like us and follow our progress. We're going to start putting up some video blogs. For our shows, we're going to start doing a few live events. We're going to encourage people to buy the raffle tickets to support the local music programs and the local music therapy programs that we associate with. That'll be coming here in the next few months, and you'll be able to see that at our Facebook page. But we want people to take this information and use it. Go out. Don't just listen to me. I want people to talk. I want people to be interested in our project, but I want them to take it and go out and use it. Whether it's whether it's using music therapy to help somebody in your life or to help your life, it helps people with autism. It also helps people with anxiety. And who doesn't have, who we hear depression. We hear you can buy drugs, that you see on television. They're hawking these drugs and your head will fall off as a side effect. Okay? But there's depression. There are real tangible benefits from playing an instrument from a certified music therapist. You can get the same benefits. Pain management, you can get the same benefits from playing an instrument that you can get from using a Vicodin. Okay, that is a true study.
Wait a minute.
Real.
You can get sore arms and bad hearing from a Vicodin playing the drums?
It depends. It depends on how your brain is wired, if the instrument or vocal ability or anything like that. If you have it, and they use this with veterans actually coming back from war, for pain management, playing an instrument, singing, being able to make a relationship with music, you can actually, your brain releases the chemicals in the same way it would if it was activated by a psychotropic drug, so to speak.
Yeah, man, my drums are kind of like a fluffer for me. They're just amazing.
See, and then you have that personal, strange relationship. I question whether or not you're wearing pants right now, or whether you play the drums.
Listen, man, that's a whole nother thought of using my beater on my bass drum. Bam.
Pedal, triple pedal.
Boom,
You don't have to brag. We don't have to go there. We don't have to.
Yeah, Mike, don't encourage.
No, it's how it happens sometimes. But Mike, man,
it's late
listen.
night here on the East Coast. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just gonna say it's late night on the East Coast, so whatever's past the hour there, I haven't cussed or anything, but I can get weird.
Yeah, I have never said a bad word on the air.
Oh gosh, he said every bad word.
Times.
Every bad word.
No, I haven't said every bad word. I've been close though.
I think you have.
Close.
I don't know.
But one thing I want to get out more is music therapy. Is what I really want to teach. Is what I want to get people to understand. Look what music can calm a savage beast. Look what it's done for me.
And you are so calm, Ken.
Look what it's done for me. Imagine if I didn't play an instrument. Oh my God, where would I be? We'd have to have a rubber room studio. But Mike, man, I want to thank you for coming on, and man, we want to, and we will all. I mean, you know me, man. I have your back the whole way. You and Michelle, and that I promote the shit out of everything that you guys have because it's not a joke to me because what you're doing, I believe in wholeheartedly. It's something that I will do forever, hand down the gift of drums as long as I can. I mean, forever. And you're turning it into, something to benefit people. And it's just awesome.
Thanks, Ken. I really appreciate it. Chrissy Fish, everybody that's listening, whether it's through Twitter or Facebook, or the folks that we meet on the road, whether it's that it happened or who we're going to meet, before we wrap this film. It's been awesome, and we couldn't do it without this, without the opportunity of people listening to this, and without the opportunity of people believing that music can do more, that music education is important. So without music education, there are no live bands. There are no music therapists. There are no careers in music. There is just nothing. Just math class and there's history. And what's a shame is that music itself can make math class and history actually more exciting. It can actually allow the brain and the corpus callosum to grow, scientifically proven to grow, to increase test scores, to increase motor skills for athletes and different things like that. And I coach college baseball. I'm a living proof, and I can speak to the great benefits of music and how it's benefited the athletes that I coached and me personally. And I was an All-American. And so I can really get behind what you guys are doing with the support, and we just look forward to growing with you, Ken, and wish Chrissy Fish, you guys, the best with this show, and hope that we can network and communicate with you guys
for sure,
and so many people that are listening and grow this whole project. Thank you so much.
Listen, and when you come into Southern California, maybe what we do, we get a little benefit. We know a bunch of players here, and maybe we get a little gig. We do a live event. We'll stream it. We'll get some music, and we'll try to promote it even more. For sure.
Ken, I love it. California has been fantastic. Just in my life, I love it. It's just great out there. I've had nothing but a good time. But the people have been nothing but welcoming. Yes, let's talk about that. Let's do something. We'll be out there. We've got to go to Ireland. We're actually going to go to the United Kingdom sometime in the spring, and so we're not sure if we're going to come to California before or after that, but we definitely are. So let's start setting it up because we are, and let's get some dates. Let's do something, and that sounds awesome. We want to be a part of it.
Well, I mean, you got to make it on a cold season because I definitely want to cuddle with Michael Rookhuddle.
You got to have space for Michelle too. She's going to get jealous. You got to
I'll cuddle with Michelle.
And you got Chrissy and
I'll
Fish.
sacrifice
this is the whole Terra thing.
No. See, listen.
I'll sacrifice myself.
I already
for
have
Michelle.
it figured out. I'm going to cuddle with Michael. Chrissy's cuddling with Michelle, and Fish gets to stand and watch.
Oh, there we go.
I'll videotape it.
Hey, Michelle's not doing the directing, so Fish, we've got decent video equipment. Yeah, I'm sure you guys do too. I'm looking at you now. So
because I can't cuddle with any other woman, my baby, and nor would I. Would have I would have a second circumcision. Whoa. But anyways.
What? Wait, hey now.
Yo,
whoa there, pony
but
boy.
Michael, man, my friend, Ken, thank you again, man. We will definitely be talking away from here and doing everything that we can do to, man, make this happen for you and try to benefit, benefit the human race. All right.
Thanks, Ken. Thank you
Most
for that.
definitely.
Yeah,
All right.
Let's do it.
All right, Michael. Thanks again, everybody. That was Michael Rucucci, Terrorizing Record. Tell a friend, tell a lover. We'll be right back, everybody. Woo! right, baby. Little like that. Ice Pack Jackson. Coming.
Yeah, packing ice.
Packing ice.
Jackson.
I've been packing some stuff, but
God.
I've packed. You know what? I've never packed ice, but I've unpacked ice. I've also, in my lifetime, I have unpacked dead animals.
Dead animals?
Yeah, literally, man. One of my jobs, you know, I'm a worker, and when things had to get done and I had to make some money, I was unpacking dead animals from frozen, like cut up pigs, half pigs. They were just,
what?
Yeah, they're cut in half. You take them off the big meat hooks, walk them into the, into the butcher, cut them up, slice them up. Thank you very much. Cows, pigs.
I couldn't do that. I'd become a vegetarian.
No, but then we used to Rocky on them too, just boom, 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 punching them. It wasn't too bad. I can't say I've done worse. That's probably about that's probably the worst job that I've done. What about you? It's the worst job.
I would say it was the worst, but I got bored after a while. One time I was I worked at FAO Shorts. You know that fancy toy store?
No,
And,
but okay.
Okay, it's like a la-ti-da fancy schmancy toy store.
It's like
closed,
Starbucks for toys.
It's way fancier than that.
Really?
They closed all of them except the one in New York City, but they used to have one here.
Right.
And I demoed toys. So they would, whatever toys in the store, like I would demo them and play with them and try to get kids
Are you
into
serious?
them. Well, I'm outgoing and I like kids, so that wasn't. But it just
That would have been a good job for
while.
Sandusky.
Oh gosh,
Whoa,
yeah.
whoa! Is that a little too soon?
Yeah.
Come here, let me show you how to play with this little toy. Come here, little Robert. Come sit on my lap. Let's play Pinocchio. I'll tell you some lies and watch this grow. Hey, it's a new meaning for Geppetto. Would you like to see my Geppetto?
No.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying that. But how about you? I mean, what's your guys' thought? Okay, Fish. Oh, hold on. So let's finish about your worst job. How dare I not stay on point? Maybe I need some more music therapy to keep me focused.
I think so.
Dude, I don't know what I need. I have ADHD so effing bad.
Maybe
Is it ADHD?
Maybe you just need some physical activity. I'm serious. Because you get bored or restless, maybe you just need to do something physical.
I'm busy all day. I don't know.
I don't know, Ken.
But no. Wait. Let's finish our worst jobs first. Let's get back to
so I guess
your worst job.
Being the toy demoer, I got bored after like an hour. I've not had to do the same toy for like 4 hours. So I got bored. So I guess it wasn't horrible though.
Okay, Fish. What was your worst job? That's it?
No, I have one worse.
Yeah, because that's not even bad.
I worked in the fitting room at Target for 1 month.
Oh my God! Listen, I'm gonna download a picture from 4th of July in Huntington Beach. Whoever had to clean up this bathroom has the worst job on the planet. I'll tell you. Nobody makes enough money to clean up what I took. I can't even believe I took a picture of it.
But you know how they clean it up down there.
With a water hose and a shovel.
Come in with a gigantic
Oh.
thing and they just blow that.
Wait, what?
Anyways, what's your worst job?
I would have to say it's a toss-up between two. I'll say it's this one. It's a printing. I worked in a print shop. We used to print newspapers, the Auto Trader, and stuff like that. And I was what was called a jogger. And the jogger would take the printed the stuff that was folded coming off the print machine, and I'd have to stack it nice and tight, and palletize it, and then shrink wrap the pallet, grab a forklift, and then go load it and stuff.
Okay.
But it was from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. No breaks, no lunch. Just the machine, the print. It just never stopped, and you had to eat right there. Your hands.
What you have to do is take a piss.
Oh, you could run away for like 30 seconds, dude, but you could not walk away from this thing because the moment you stepped away from your table, you're screwed. You're screwed. So it was 12 hours straight.
like, man, let's say like you have a bad night of tacos and plus you got to go like drop some Stanley steamers.
You got like maybe a minute. You could just say, hey, you got Hemorrhoid Central coming up after that run.
Really?
Oh, man, you're firing off stuff so quick. You're blowing an O-ring so fast and running back and trying to, and for nothing, this is like, 30 years ago, or 27 years ago. It was $5 an hour job. It was ridiculous, but I had to do what I had to do to make some money, but it sucked. You're exhausted. It was overnight. And the guys coming in the next morning were all happy and cheerful, and you're all pissed off.
I would tend to say either unloading the dead animals, or when I was unloading LPG cars, which is liquid petroleum cars, and everywhere everything is brass. You go to ground everything. It is liquid gas, like it's propane.
That can't be good to breathe in.
Well, it's not so much that you don't want to have a spark, because literally there would be nothing left of Southern California about 20 miles in. These tanks are huge train cars. You got to ground them. You got to hit them with brass hammers. You're standing in the dark, and I would do this alone at night, 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I was working 2 jobs.
That's kind of freaky.
Oh yeah, it was
Scary.
Oh man, it was creepy at night, and then I would always let my imagination know it's always going.
Mm-hmm.
Foggy nights, it'd be like, and you would hear the train cars and all the noise, and you would be like, man, if somebody if somebody was to come in, you'd have to fight for your life. It's you, them, or death.
Oh, and how long did you do that job for?
It wasn't too bad. I did it for a year, year and a half. And then I got stuck into the car business, and there I've been. And now, American broadcaster.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, where else?
Where's an American broadcaster?
I know, right? We're trying to make one here.
Where is he? Show me.
Trying goddamn hard.
But
pretty interesting. No, that was one of my, but the pig thing was pretty good.
That's
though.
Gross.
Unloading dead pigs, especially because
that's some nasty stuff.
See, they'd be split in half. The heads would be cut off.
Guts.
And no, all the guts were gone, but they would have boxes.
They're carcasses.
But they'd have boxes of tongues slid under them, and you'd have to take meat hooks and hook the box out, and the box would always be bloody.
Sloshy.
And sloshy. Yeah, but the pigs, where they cut the heads off, some of them would have the less of the skin.
I don't think I want to hear this.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. And then the cows.
I've always wanted a pig for a pet.
Well, the worst thing was when they had the baby pigs with their heads on, and then they would look up at you like this, like,
shut up.
It's like this. Okay, pig, why don't you come over here?
Yeah. Yeah. See, but one time, man, I brought a redneck friend of mine, and he tried to bang a dead pig. I was like, no more for you.
I did not try to do that, Ken Pettigrew. Don't you start telling them stories again.
I'm just saying. Woo-wee. But how about people banging things?
Yeah,
General Petraeus.
Betrayus?
Yeah.
You think he betrayed us? I mean, he
didn't
definitely...
betray us. He betrayed his wife.
He betrayed his wife. But why is this, honestly, you guys, if there is no Secret Service things, if there's no,
compromise in security?
Yes. Why is it a problem? Oh, please, you, in the first row, your name?
Chrissy?
Oh, hi, Chrissy, yes.
Okay, Mr. Pettigrew. So,
isn't that
going
your dad?
along with what you said, when I first heard this story, I'm be honest with you, I really haven't delved really deep into it, just because I think exactly what you're saying. As long as he hasn't done anything wrong to the country, disobeyed orders, given up secret information,
right.
I don't care who he slept with. It's not our problem. It's not our business. Yeah. And I have a friend who, she's American, but she was born overseas, and she says something with Americans that's so ridiculous when it comes to their politics is that they pull all these things in, like who slept with who and blah. Like, that's not what politics
right.
is about. It doesn't matter if they had an affair or not. That's not our problem. It's about the way that they took their orders, ran the country, did they follow what they were supposed to. And if he did that, and it has no ties to this woman, then I don't care that he slept with her, and I don't think we should make a big deal out of it.
God.
And I don't think he should get fired just because he had an affair.
Oh, man, they are all over his ass because now, you know what? It's just that everybody wants to put this facade on. We're Americans. We're so clean cut.
But come on, let's talk about a couple of true issues that are fact here. I mean, yes, he did have an affair. I mean, obviously the woman is 20 times more attractive than his wife.
But
the poor guy's wife looks like his mom.
Yeah, okay, but
his own mom. But hold on, that's besides besides that point. Bad karma, man.
That shit's real.
Yeah, trust me, I'm good with whatever I got coming to me. So, what I'm trying to say is, first of all, in the military, and you should know this, Chrissy, is that if you're in the military, one, you're not a citizen. You're actually owned by the government.
I do know that.
First of all, adultery is punishable by court-martial in the military. We do know that. That is true. That is an actual fact. It is against the law.
Yes. But
second of all, do we really want a guy that can't have an affair and keep it quiet to be the head of the CIA?
It wasn't him who couldn't keep it quiet.
Dude.
This is no. Here's a problem.
He left
No,
a trail.
slow down.
He left a trail.
People need to slow
He's the
down
head of
on
the
all this
CIA.
and realize the problem in America, and the problem with this isn't about him snooping some other effing bitch. That's not the problem. The problem here is that the CIA has it out for everybody in the FBI, and the FBI has it out for everybody in the
that's
CIA.
true.
In the end, did this guy do a good job? Did he? Yes or no? That's what matters. Not listen.
As
Bill,
a general, yes, but
Bill
it's too early to
okay,
tell about CIA.
Bill Clinton got a free effing pass. A free pass, and it's not a big deal. So this guy is this guy is in the shit. In the shit with all the toilet, with all the pressure on this guy. I would tend to believe has more pressure on him, or just as much as the president.
What do you think? Speaking of the president, what do you think about the president sitting on this until after the elections?
Of course, but anyways, let's.
Yeah, right.
Okay, that's a character issue that the president has mounds of, but everybody wants to celebrate because he can talk, but he can mounds and stacks of character issues with our president, and backbone issues, and who he stands for, and what he stands for, and what they. But it's just not him. Listen, they all do. Listen, this is more than just one president. I mean, they all have issues. But we are up in arms. All these people are making a shit fit about who is banging, and now we're not talking about the $6 trillion in debt. See, the point here is we need to stay on point in this country. Our issues in this country is $16 trillion in debt. Our problem is that our supposed ally is about to go to war in the Middle East once, we're there. It's going to go if this keeps going. It's going to happen. And what are we going to do? We don't have the manpower to do it. We don't have the men to do it. And I mean men, not the amount of men or the stacks of numbers. I mean the men to go fight a war. The men with the backbone to go take care of what it needs. It's not just the men. America is not a society that wants to fight. We're not a society that wants to kill, but we are in a world that is about to go to another war. And we're worried about who the general is banging.
I know.
Seriously. I mean, if this is going to be a big issue, the Muslim Brotherhood is already said, if Israel does it again, we're coming. And then what? And we're going to stand by our allies in Israel. This president hasn't yet. And nor am I saying we should or not. That's not the stance I'm taking. But I know one thing, we financially can't afford it. We mentally don't have the backbone to do it. We don't have this people inside this country. You don't want to go fight and see people fighting, right? I mean, how many of your friends, Chrissy, want to know that we dropped a bomb in a neighborhood that wiped out families?
Well, no.
But it's going to happen in a war.
Right.
But nobody wants to hear that. But is that the ugly part of it? Yeah. And are we down that road? Are we there? I'm telling you, it's a big, big, big deal. If Hungary gets involved, it's going to be a world war. And what are we going to do about it? What can we do about it when half of our troops are all over the planet now, and we're talking about cutting them back, and we're going to go stick our nose in somebody else's business again?
Maybe we should just be Switzerland.
That's way beyond that now.
Oh, yeah.
We're way beyond Switzerland. And listen, the only reason why Switzerland can be Switzerland is because of America. And don't kid yourself. And nobody else out there, anybody who's going to get this ever listen in Swiss, because once somebody comes to invade you, what are you going to do? Ole-hee-hoo and pull out your effing Swiss Army knife?
You're going to say, America, come help.
Yeah. No, it's exactly right. So, but it's scary what's going on, and we're worried about Petraeus. We're worried about all this political nonsense. Are women losing their rights? Are they getting too much? Are they not? All this, it's just nonsense all the time. No one's losing anything. If gay people should gay people be married? That's so important. The answer is yes. Who gives a shit? What is our, and now the next argument is, and everything that's in the news, our fiscal cliff. How dare anybody who's set in office in the last 4 years talk about a fiscal cliff when he had $6 trillion to it? And not even just him. When's a fiscal cliff? Was it the $1 billion or was it the $100 billion? Right. Was it the $500 billion or was it the $1 trillion? Or was it the $10 trillion that old Bush Jr. left us? Or is it the $16 trillion that we have now? Oh, it's $16 trillion and $1 come next week.
There it is.
What's the fiscal cliff? What's your thought? I mean, literally, isn't it out of control? And throughout history, everybody wants to understand about history. When society, the breaking point in society, when it will fail throughout history, is when 50% or more of society does not contribute, and we're at almost 48%. And that's a factual number. What are we going to do? Go to war. That's a fix.
Yeah, we're getting ready for something pretty scary coming up in January. I mean, if things don't get resolved, there's going to be, everybody's in for a whirl of hurt tax-wise. I mean, not just the rich. We're talking everybody.
Okay, and that is their scary. See, that's their. See, but what they don't want to do, what they will not do, is talk about their wasteful spending. What they won't talk about is having open borders. What they won't talk about is having pensions and billions and billions and billions of dollars in foreign aid that gets us dick. That gets us nothing. But we give foreign countries billions and billions of dollars that we get nothing out of. We have illegal immigration, not an undocumented issue. We have an illegal immigration issue that is costing us billions of dollars a year. But their answer is, we're all going to have to pay unless the only people who pay more. But not talk about their ridiculous spending. They don't want to stop spending. How do we not get this, that they have to stop spending? They don't need to keep taxing. It's a spending issue, not a revenue issue. They have this is like a guy who makes $100,000 a year and he's with a girl and she's knocking out $6,000 or $7,000 or $8,000 a month in effing income, or pissing it away. And after a year, you're minus in your account. Why is that? Because when you spend more than you make, so should his boss now have to pay him more because of the fact he can't control his household, or his drug addict, or his hooker habit, or his car habits? This is where we're at. The answer isn't taxing. The answer is stop spending. But nobody wants to talk about spending. Nobody wants to talk about where all our money's going with the Fed. Nobody wants to talk about the trillions and trillions that Obamacare has added to our deficit. That's coming. All this is being paid for by tax increases, to you and me. But they're going to sell it as, oh my God, the world's going to end. What's America going to do? We already know what America's going to do. I know for a fact what America's going to do. Mark my words, America will end. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not in 10 years, but will it end 100%? Because we are on that path of failure. Without a doubt, history has proven it, and we are not that special. Not one of us is that effing special. We're sure not that smart because we still haven't figured it out yet. We still haven't figured it out.
Well, think about what John Adams said about democracy. Well, at last it is more bloody than ever aristocrat or monarchy. Remember that democracy will never last long. It will soon waste, exhaust, and murder itself. There is never a democracy that did not commit suicide. You look at any democracy worldwide, the longest it's ever lived. What was it? We were talking about that. 200, little over
255
255
is the number.
years is the magic number.
Just like Mike said. Mike is right in the chat room. He's right. I've said it over and over and over. What started the end of Rome was when they were handing out bread and rice. Was when the end of Rome started. Then everybody said, you owe me, I need, you have, I am entitled to. And you at the top have to give me everything you have because you have too much, I have nothing. So give. Scary. And we're here. And now we got people, we got our soldiers everywhere. We got all this stuff. And I guess my whole point to this, everybody who listens to this, stop fighting about gay people. Stop fighting about white people. Stop fighting about black people. Stop fighting about your nonsense and your nothings in life. Your little life that you're so passionate about that your God is right or your God isn't right or this is right or that isn't right. Understand something. What gives all of us, at least in America, I guess this goes out to them well at this point. The right to say F you to whoever you choose to is for the fact that we live in a country that is still somewhat free. And it's going away. History repeats like everybody is putting in the chat room, and it is a fact it repeats. And we are at that stage. And the scary thing is some knucklehead from Norwalk, Ken Pettigrew, can see it, and people that are supposed to be scholars and so effing brilliant because they got a doctor's degree from Harvard and from Princeton, and they're smart because they got that piece of paper. It's effing scary. But the sad thing is, I will be the one fighting for everybody who's listening to this show. I will be the one fighting, standing up to protect my freedom and yours. Without a doubt, I will. To my death.
I just had an image of you standing on a hill in cut-off shorts, and you're holding a pole with a flag on it, and I see the wind just ruffling.
And it says
flag.
only kinky the first time.
Exactly. And you're just sitting there, you've got your arm up, and you're charging, Ken.
Seriously, man.
I can see it.
But listen, you people, listen, man. We have to understand. We have to care. You have to care, and this is going to sound so hypocritical a little bit, but you have to care about yourself a little bit more.
That's true.
Care about yourself is not be a slob. Have a little self-pride. Have a little, what's other good things to have? Be a little more vain. Care about what you smell like. Care about what you do. Care about your work ethic. Care about if you are becoming a problem on yourself or society. Think about that.
That's a good way to look at that. Yeah, look at what is your contribution to society. Are you taking more than you're giving?
Yeah, that's a good way.
Then maybe you should reconsider some things.
Yeah, maybe you should consider leaving.
Well, I wasn't going to say that.
Oh, okay. No?
But maybe can try giving more. Don't be selfish.
You know what? Giving more doesn't necessarily mean money.
That's true.
There's a lot of things people can do. You know what? Give more by maybe open up a door for somebody. Maybe not be a jerk off as you're driving down the road. Maybe get your dumb ass out of the effing fast lane when I'm trying to go by, you douchebags.
Exactly.
I'm just saying maybe that not, but maybe not that. But more important, do not be a problem. Do not present a problem. We're going to take ourselves one more little break. Then we're going to come back with some apologies, little worldly news report, a little more. The Ken Pettigrew Show with myself, Ken, Chrissy, and Fish. Tell a friend, tell a lover. You know one thing, without a doubt, everybody on this show, for sure.
The Ken Pettigrew Show. It's only kinky the first time.
That's right, everybody. We'll be right back. yeah. Oh, listen to this guy right here. Woo! All I'm saying, man, we're presenting no problem. Don't present a problem to people in life. That's all I'm saying. But listen, you guys, the end of the world, according to the Mayans, are coming. Mm-hmm. And listen, I've said, I have thought, and I've thought about this, and I really want to, tell people. You have spent your whole entire life with your family. Why in the hell would you spend the last day on the planet with them? Why wouldn't you come?
God, I know.
You never, right? Why wouldn't you come?
You would come.
December 20th. Because again, this is going to be your last time to live. Maybe we together as a entity of the Ken Pettigrew Show with our sacrifices and with our special guest we have, Padres coming in. Why would you spend the last day on the planet with your family? You know there's people there in your family you don't like anyways. Right?
That's right. Screw that.
So come spend it with people you like. Ken, Chrissy, and Fish.
Come on,
absolutely. People. You need to come out and get your souls cleansed before the big day of death.
And you know what? And if, dare I say, should we get a doctor in case someone needs their colon clean too?
We can inquire about that.
I'm just thinking about.
In case someone wants.
It's like a light bulb came on.
Ken?
Yes, I'm just saying. But listen, and I think our musical guest, Nikki Dace, to be coming in. It's going to be a great thing. But you know what? Let's
let's tell everyone where it is. Put it in your calendars,
please.
Everyone. December 20th, 8 p.m. The Holy Water Room in South Pasadena. You can go to the Facebook page. I put it in the chat room. You can go to Carmine's Italian Restaurant and Bar. You can go Holy Water Room on Facebook, and it's at 424 South Fair Oaks Avenue, South Pasadena. Come, see some sacrifices. Meet us.
Yes, I cannot.
Drink some alcohol.
I can't wait. We're dressing up as Mayans.
Yes. Oh, yes, everyone. We encourage Mayan garb. And we're going to get something for the best Mayan there. We don't know what, but you'll get something.
Can we have a wet T-shirt Mayan contest? No?
No, I don't think we want to do that.
Okay. No. I just thought I would ask.
Nah.
So, you got to ask things, right?
Yeah.
And you got to love, tell them all. You have to love that this event, tell them the name of the place again.
The Holy Water Room.
The Holy Water Room with us.
It's a 1920s mafioso throwback lounge.
I cannot wait.
Yes, please show up.
We're having Hollywood guests.
That's right. We've got some of our celebrity guests on. There's no charge for anything, guys. Come, have a good time.
Have a good time. Come celebrate with us.
Yes.
And let's try to stop this.
I know. We're going to be giving out our new Ken Pettigrew bumper stickers, so you can slap them on posts anywhere you want on your car, and we'll have a special something for the best Mayan there.
And I am encouraging to send pictures of where you have posted the sticker.
Yes, please do, and we'll post those on the website.
Yes.
Bonus points if you put it on your ass.
Bonus points if you put it on... Could somebody turn one into a G-string?
Yeah, I think you could.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, let's someone do it.
Some big old hairy dude just like,
I
got it in a G-string for you.
That's right.
Have Mike's gonna fold it up and use it as a cup. Well, listen, I guess it's time. Is it time?
Okay, everyone, here we go. It's our portion of the show. It's our Worldly News Report with Nigel Woodbury. And don't forget, this portion of the show is brought to you by WCAutosales.com. You better tell them that Nigel sent you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nigel Woodbury reporting live from London. Dateline, United States. CIA Director General David Petraeus quits as the head of the CIA for infidelity with biographer he spent 2 years with. Who really cares? Moving on. Dateline Middle East. Israel. Militants fire rockets into Israel from the Gaza Strip yet again and again and again and again, and again, and again, and again. Oy vey. Get ready for the Palestinian-Israeli war, part 1,000,000. Moving on, United States, Dateline, New York. Stephanie Bon Jovi, daughter of the singer John Bon Jovi, ODs on heroin and survives. What a lucky bitch. Moving on, Dateline Scientific News. Male hormone oxytocin discovered by scientists to stop men from cheating. Scientists were mysteriously disappeared and presumed dead, and so does the study. Moving on to China. China's new leader takes office. Zing, jing, ping, something, ding, bing. So what? They got a new leader. Moving on. This has been Nigel Woodbury reporting live from London.
Yeah, Nigel. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, I've said it, man. We know that we're making it when we have worldly news correspondents.
Tell you what, man, that guy's something else.
He is.
Dude.
The way he delivers that news with such zest and flair.
We're going to have to drop some apologies here pretty soon for Nigel.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Right, no doubt. It's so damn good.
He's getting a little feisty.
You know how those Brits are, man.
Yeah. But listen, let's just bang out a couple more quick little stories, and then we'll get to the apologies, and then we'll wrap this baby up. But you're right, man. John Bon Jovi's daughter.
Damn.
Nigel. Blowing
You're
it
all
up,
over
man.
it.
She's all heroin dead. Who would have thought a rock star's daughter on drugs?
That's just crazy.
Never would have heard of that. Would you have?
No.
Well, you know, it's just amazing. She ODs. They come and then they get a search warrant she ODs at her dorm. First of all, at school.
Yeah.
You know, and so they come, they arrest the guy. He has some paraphernalia and some pot on him, and they get charged.
And heroin.
And that whole thing. And she gets arrested, but then the charges are being dropped.
What were they doing with the donkey?
Well, that was his best
I'm just
friend.
saying, hey, and listen, this is a point. This is something that we sure didn't need a survey for. The human race is becoming less intelligent. In fact, yes, the human race is becoming stupider.
Really?
Oh, most definitely.
Get it? Stupider? That's not a word.
Hey, you know what? This is how I know. You know how they say everyone has these smartphones?
Right.
I call them dumb phones because they make everyone stupid.
Yeah.
They really do.
And listen, everybody, the race is slowing down. And a lot of that has to do that our intelligence has put the freaking brakes on. A lot of that is because we have lost music. We have lost music therapy. We have lost what music can do and has done and will do again if we let it set our minds free. Pick up an instrument, help out a sick person. If you play an instrument, show up, man. Go down to some hospital, take your instrument. You see me showing up, man, with my drum set and doing solos inside like the cancer lounge. Or like the ICU.
I don't know about
no, but listen,
ICU.
you take your, take a little piano, take a little keyboard. You got a lovely voice. Go over and play for some people, man. Making them a little fun. That's all I'm saying. Try to help them out. And not only is it good for their soul, it's good for your soul.
That's true.
But here, man, this is it, man. This is the time that Chrissy and Fish get to cleanse their soul because they were always like, every time after this show, they're like, Ken, you know what? We have to go home and take like almost baths to wash off the dirt and the stench from you sometimes. So they asked for a segment to make themselves pure again. Well, at least as pure as some of them can be.
Yeah.
But anyways, here we go.
Here we go. I would like to say that I'm sorry to all the libraries. We love books. We're not going to burn them. They're not horrible things. We love books.
I'd like to apologize to Sesame Street, anyone who loves Sesame Street, anyone who loves Elmo, and gay people. We're just having fun with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had said sorry to Elmo for your name being tarnished. You're a great teacher to children, and who cares if your puppeteer likes men?
Exactly.
We, on the Ken Pettigrew Show, don't care.
That's right. I'd like to apologize to Mike Riccuttle. Just because,
you have no idea what you're in store for with Ken. What was it?
Pettigrew.
Pettigrew. Yeah, that's right. Mike Ricuddle, we're very sorry on behalf of the Ken Pettigrew Show.
Pettigrew Show. I would like to say sorry to all little piggies who Ken shoved notebooks through. I'm so sorry.
I'd like to apologize personally to General Petraeus' wife and to Chrissy. I didn't meant no offense, but she could do a little more with herself. Really,
she could.
She could. She could. She's
She
not
got
an unattractive
comfortable.
woman.
She thought she didn't have to.
She wasn't. She's not unattractive, but I'm sorry if I offended anybody on that. It's a bad situation. So, especially when she's been with him for 40 years.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
And that's all.
And I'd like to also apologize to ugly wives of powerful men everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Are you apologizing to the powerful men?
Yes.
That's a bad hand. If you're an ugly wife and you're dating a powerful man, girl, you better put it together.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
has got women throwing themselves at him. Yes.
Yes.
Why would you
Don't
not?
dress like his
hell?
mom.
Listen,
Yes,
that's
be
what happens.
Sexy. Get your
You gotta
nails
say,
done. Go to the gym.
She does kind of look like his mom when he's standing there, being sworn in. I go, is that his mom? And they're like, no, that's his wife. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
That's what I thought about McCain. Well, I thought that was McCain's daughter standing by him this whole time, but that turns out to be his wife. He keeps putting the wood to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, his wife's hot.
See, she knows.
You know the sad thing about him? You know what? I feel sorry for Mrs. McCain because she never gets a hug.
Oh, damn.
You guys look that
No
up. You'll
two-arm
figure
hug.
out when
No
you see
two-arm
that,
hug
man.
for
You'll
her.
know why. What is all that noise? But listen, everybody, you know what time it is. We're going to wrap this baby up, man. I do appreciate everybody that comes into this show, everybody who supports the show and always gives me the love, gives us the love, the show. I'm Ken Pettigrew.
I'm Chrissy.
And I'm Fish.
And listen, everybody, you need to remember, you need to tell a friend, tell a love of where it is you're at, Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. on the East Coast. We put a little tip in Monday through Wednesday. You get full penetration because you know it's only kinky the first time. Thursday nights right here. KenPettigrew.com and everybody at WROM Radio worldwide. Promise me, you will not take anybody's crap, but more importantly, you will not give anybody's crap. Peace, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'll see you all next week.